Dan. Hi, everybody. It's Shirley from Shirley's World. I was sitting very comfortably out watching Texas Gal Treasures opening a big bag of jewelry. And I realized that it was 6:45 already. Yeah, I have been busy today all day. I finally listed at least 3 items of my new things that I got. I took the dog to get groomed. I went to the bank, and I've been waiting all day for Honda to call me to come back. Now, later on the video, I will show you what's wrong with my car and what the chipmunks have done inside my engine to my fan motor that goes to the heater. The heater fan, also where you get your air conditioning. Hi, Bumblebee. Yeah, so I'm going to share the screen in a little bit and show you what a mess they made. But when I went back, they got the part again. I went back yesterday, sat another hour in the waiting room drinking Starbucks coffee that they give you for free there. And he comes out and he says, well, I have good news and bad news. They got the part in. However, underneath the motor was another bad part that they didn't see before. Something called a resistor. They didn't have that part. So I had to leave, and he was supposed to call me today to make an appointment for tomorrow. Yeah, a shuttle. They would shuttle me home if I didn't want to drive, but there's no reason I can't drive the car. The car is drivable. You just don't have any heat. So, yeah, like I said, he sprayed the whole car for me. My whole car is like peppermint. But I came home. Luckily, I had to have my car because I had to take the dog to get groomed today. So, yeah, so I'm waiting for a call. I don't think he'll call anymore tonight. Maybe the part didn't come in, the resistor part. They have the other part. So I'll call tomorrow morning and see what's going on. Because tomorrow I could go in, but Monday, I can't go Monday because I'm getting my hair cut. So it would have to be Tuesday. I mean, it's not horribly cold right now, so it's not a problem. It would be a much bigger problem if it was summer and really hot and I had no air conditioning. But then I thought, for years, I grew up in cars that didn't have air conditioning. Oh, so I didn't have to sit at the car dealer. Well, yeah, they could, but it's only an hour. It takes about an hour for them to do this. To be shuttled home and then they have to come and get you, it would be more than an hour. So I'll drink their Starbucks coffee if they want, and hot chocolate too, free. And they have a TV in there and everything, so it's okay. And snacks. So yeah, so I'll have to go back and sit again whenever they're going to put my car back together. I went in and changed the whole title of my last video. And when I did that, The reason I did that, I was not getting any views at all, and I think well, the title wasn't good, but I don't think it had been published. Like, I was getting no comments or anything. So that's what made me think I always get comments from you guys. So I wasn't getting any at all. So I don't think for some reason it didn't get published. And I did it the same way. I don't know. But this one is on and I am getting some views, but not many. It's not going to make any difference. I don't know what to do about YouTube. I mean, I still am doing YouTube to be, have these live video chats. But as far as hoping for something to go viral and make me some actual money, I'm not seeing that happen. Not what I talk about anyway. I'd have to change I think the whole subjects that I talk about, maybe get a whole new idea. So I don't know. Uh, it's not really that important in the scheme of life. So, yeah, I got things all ready to photograph and everything. So, I'm going to be photographing the things I have. And then maybe next week, I can go back to the smaller Goodwill and go to Volunteers of America also. Maybe I'll have some better luck. That's where I had better luck doing the hard goods in that Goodwill and the Volunteers of America. So I don't know. It's still hard for me because I've been doing clothes for so long. That's why it's just, probably should just stick to doing clothes. eBay's, whatever they call it, their month, it's not even a month though. They do every 4 times a year, they come out with a seller's something. And this time they came out and it wasn't even due, but they're raising fees on every single category by 0.35 or something. Oh, 0.35. I don't know. I listened a little bit to Rockstar Flipper. He always tells you about it. I didn't listen for very long because there's nothing you can do about it. They do it and it's still lower than Poshmark's fees. Hi, Renee. Yeah. Well, yesterday, Samantha came and it was too cold and windy for Jolene to come and walk the dog. So the dog didn't get walked, but Samantha came and we decluttered a little bit, but we also went to Tractor Supply. I had to get bird food, bird seed, and I got a new bird feeder. It's supposed to keep the chipmunks and the squirrels out of the seed. It's a sort of a long tube type, but if they step on it, it closes the holes. It's kind of neat. So I put that out front, but it looks altogether different. So, of course, they have to, they're very suspicious, the birds. So it'll be a while before they go to it. And yeah, so I filled the bird feeders this morning and I got some new things. I got some more suet and I got these little tiny suet balls that have a lot of nuts in them. And you can put those in your bird feeders and They attract a lot of birds. So I'm listening to a lot of bird people on YouTube. Uh, there's some really good ones, especially Mark. Like some I said before, somebody knows about him. Um, I listen to him a lot. He owns a bird food store, or about he sells everything to do with keep, with bird food and bird houses, and he knows a whole lot. And the other one I listened to, her name is, I think is it Lindsay, the bird nerd? I think it's Lindsay. It's somebody the bird nerd. It's a girl. And she's really good too. Uh, so I'm learning a lot about different species, or different, kinds of birds. Renee's here. Riri's here. Hi, hi. Diane and Bumblebee. Ah, yeah, so I was almost really late because I was all settled in my chair and I didn't realize the time. Because I really haven't sat down all day today, which is a good thing actually for me. But I ate in the chat. Oh, well, hi, everybody. Say hi. And I also haven't worked on my puzzle for about 3 days. So that, you know, my son already finished his. We we weren't really in a race, but uh, he started a little before me, but he's already finished with his. Renee says, I watched your video, 82 and still selling, and you took my advice on the title. Yes, I did. Well, that's the one I changed the title to because vidIQ suggested another title. It was sort of like that. If you go on there again, you'll see my most recent video. Now, I don't know if they took that one off, if they were supposed to just change the title. I think that's what they did. But it's still not doing anything. Yeah, I thought that was an excellent idea. And then I even, sort of made it longer, and it got a even better marks from vidIQ. So I used that one. But it's still in the same. It has to do with being 82 and selling on eBay. But it's still not, I'm just not doing, I guess I'm just not a YouTube person. It's just a social thing, actually, for me. But who knows? Someday something will just take off and surprise the heck out of me. 9 in the chat now. Good. Yeah, somebody asked me, I think it was Stein from the Netherlands or Norway. He's over there somewhere. But he asked me if I did better on my recorded videos or my live videos. And actually I went back and looked, and it goes back and forth, but it's actually, there's no big difference. It's pretty even. For a while it was saying the live videos were getting more views, but the trouble is I'm not getting many views on either one. So for views to really count, they have to go up a huge amount. It's not just you guys. they just have to, for some reason, take off, and I don't know. So thousands of views. But it's doing okay. I like the title. I liked it, the title, and then I enhanced it to make it even longer. Uh, so it was a good idea. Thank you. Lots of likes. Yeah. 24 likes. Huh? Yeah, I had lots of likes, which makes me feel really good. You know, the strangest thing, and people do say this, but they say it about going live. I feel that this is opposite for me. I have no problem coming on and talking live to you, but I think it's because I actually am talking to you guys. To sit down and record a video, that's much harder for me. I stumble all over my words. I mean, I do here too sometimes, but even more, I have to do retakes a lot on the recorded videos because I don't know what it is. It's just strange. I fumble around more. Of course, here I'm not doing anything, but I don't know. Maybe I should have just done a open. Maybe I should have done the whole video, waited to do it live. I wanted to get, start listing the things. Okay, Renee has good advice here. You keep using keywords and responding to people who made the comments. Yeah, I went on today and answered everybody's comments with at least a heart or a thumbs up. And if they asked me a question, I answered the questions. So, yeah, I know that's important. Rome wasn't built in a day. Well, I don't have I don't have 30 years here to do this. Mm. Just pretend you're talking to us. I know. I do try that. I know. It's just so strange to me. As soon as I click that button to record, something happens in my brain. It's just like the other people say that I told them not that it would get better. Well, it's fine with the live videos. Talk to Penny. Penny is right here next to me. You can't see her. She has a pretty scarf around her neck because she went and got groomed today and got her nails cut. They love her there. She's so friendly and she carries her. I think they like her because she carries her baby in her mouth the whole time. They have to take it away from her when, of course, they're bathing her, but then they give it right back to her. It's her, it's her little baby. She's so anxious about things. Day in the life of Penny. I did think of that. I did think of just doing a dog video. And you're right, I bet it would do good. Because the couple shorts that I've done have done here's my water. The couple shorts I did with her in them did real well. Excuse me a minute. My mouth gets really dry talking. Oh. My cat still hasn't gone into her cat box yet. So I think that's a failure. I may have to redonate it. It's sort of big to sell. I'll have to poke at it and see if you can collapse it anyway and then put it in a big bundle and send it Ground Advantage. I'm sure, I don't think it weighs more than 4 pounds, maybe. But we'll try for a while. It looks like it'd be really comfortable to me, so I don't know. Cats are supposed to like that, you know, and dogs too, you know. Of course, Penny's beds are open. She loves her beds. I have 3 of them around the house. However, right now she's laying on the floor on the rug. Well, the driveway is terribly slippery right now. So I think I told you this. Maybe it was on the recorded video. I don't know where I said it. Maybe I said it to Samantha. See, that's, you know, my mind is going, but what I did was I did this a couple of years ago when we had an icy time. I have a big garbage can, huge garbage can. When I shovel out or take a pitchfork and get the dirty litter, not litter, straw off of the coop, I put it in this can and it gets filled up and then it goes down and I fill it, and there's a huge amount in there. So what I do is I take the pitchfork and I take this rolling can to where it's icy and I make myself a big path. I should have taken a picture of that. I make myself a path from my back door to the garage. Hold on a minute, because I'm going to put that picture on here too. So when I show the other picture, I don't think, oh no, that won't work. When I do that, I don't think you can see me go to my photos, can you? I have to share the screen to do that. Riri says, cats sometimes take a while for them to go in it, but then one day they start using it. Okay. Well, maybe so. I'm just going to leave it. She'll go in and lay in the cellarway. So I put this right by there, right, within, it's within 3 or 4 feet of where she normally lays down. So we'll see. It's raining in southern Ohio. Oh dear. Well, Samantha's here on Wednesday, and I didn't get to take my garbage out to the road. I think I said this on Sunday, because it's too icy. I can't wheel that huge can out there. So when Samantha left Wednesday, she said she's going to come back Sunday night and take my garbage out for me, my garbage cans to the road. I can't believe she's going to do that. She lives like over a half hour away. She is so nice. Uh, yeah, because I don't know what to do unless it rains so much. I get this, it clears off the ice because it's supposed to get in the 40s. It may clear off the ice right down to the stones, the gravel. If it does that, I could get the can down there. We'll see. Life is just a trial. So what have you people been doing? Anything exciting? This is the first day I've gone out and done several things. Wednesday we went shopping for birdseed. I told you that. And then today I did several things. But I'm going to listen to that video that Texas Gal Treasures put on recently about all this jewelry she just got. So hoping it'll spur me on to do the bags of jewelry that Bryland Farm gave me. It's still sitting there in there. Then I found some other pieces upstairs of mine, just little costume jewelry I could add to it. The trouble is I don't have a good display. I don't have any of those display pieces you put jewelry on. Even if I could have a piece of black velvet or something, I wonder if I have a piece of clothing that I have listed that's black velvet. I could just pull out of the listing and use it for a short time. Renee says her husband just took out your trash. Good. We have a gravel driveway and we can now see the gravel. The rain is helping. Okay, well, maybe that'll happen. This is only Thursday, so it could be. Oh, Bumblebee. No, you lost your beagle. I am so sorry. Aw, it's such a horrible thing. That's the reason my sister doesn't have a dog now. She couldn't stand it anymore. We've always had dogs. She's always had a dog too. And this last one that she had, she loved her so much. It was a little Pekingese and named Annie. And when she lost Annie, she said that's it. She can't to do it anymore. You found her dead on the family room floor when we woke up. That's horrible. How old was she, Bumblebee? She was fine before. I wonder what happened. Only 10. Yeah, that's not old at all for a beagle. Huh. Put a black sweater on your mannequin and put the necklaces on it to display. I have displayed some necklaces on the mannequin before, a long time ago when I had a couple necklaces. You can't do without her. I'll tell you, The only thing that works for me, and it takes a while, I can't even do it right away, of course, but I have to have a dog with me. And the only thing that helps is getting another dog for me. I don't know how my sister does it without having a dog. She doesn't have a cat either. She had both, and she lost her cat before the dog, and now she lost, well, a few years back, she lost her dog and her husband. I'm not sure if Annie died before. I think Annie died. I'm not, I don't know. I'm so bad at years. They are part of the family. That's for sure. See, my daughter never been married, doesn't have kids, and her animals are definitely like her children. She has cats, and she's always had a lab up until the last one, and she doesn't have a dog right now, but I bet she'll get another one now that she has a real job. Not that not that the dashing thing isn't a real job. It is. It's just hard to make enough money to live on. But when she lost her horse, I don't know how long it'll take her to get over that. It was the same with the first horse. Yeah, they are definitely part of the family. Mm. It would be so lonesome for me in this house without my dog. Now, yes, I have a cat, but you have to admit cats are different than having a dog. At least it is for me. I'm a dog person. I mean, I love cats too. For heaven's sakes, I like chipmunks, except they're destroying my car and going to cost me, now it's up to 400 and some dollars. Yeah. So I don't know. I asked the guy at the car at the Honda place, I said, why is this happening to these new cars? It never happened when I had an old car, like an old car, a junker car, a big old car. He said because the old cars, the engines were more open and they didn't have to have these little fan things with filters. That's why a lot of the chipmunks and the mice and everything come into engines. It's to get the nesting material. Of course, mine is in there to store nuts also. And this time it was just all black walnuts. I'm going to show you the picture. Let me share my screen here, and I'm going to show you the part. Okay. Now this white part with these like long things, that's the filter, and it's supposed to have all this little white stuff here. It's supposed to have that inside the filter. Well, see, the the chipmunk ate or chewed that all up, making a nest. And see all these black walnuts? He's eating the black walnut. He goes in there, and I don't know if anybody's ever tried to actually harvest black walnuts. These are like rocks. They are rock hard, and they stain your hands black. So they're very hard nuts to harvest to get the actual nuts. Now these have the nuts already taken out of them. But the bottom part, this metal part, that's the part that's costing me a lot more money. The top part would be $130, the white part. The bottom black part, that's the actual fan motor. And then there's something under that called a resistor that's now bad too. So this all needs to be replaced. See all these nuts? This is all full of nuts, black walnuts. So let me come back. So did that show up? Did you see the picture? I hope. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. So I don't know what to do. But anyway, I was talking about the old cars. I can't turn this car in early. See, this is a leased car. Somebody suggested that I do a video about having a leased car and why, and advantages and whatever. I've had a leased car since my husband died, for sure. When you don't have somebody with you that knows anything about cars, well, my husband didn't work on cars, but he knew people that did. So, and he would take the car to get fixed, the older cars. So when he passed on, I started leasing cars because you get a new car every 3 years. And normally wear and tear and normal things that go wrong with the car is all covered under warranty. You don't have to pay for anything except oil changes and tire rotations and things like that. So, it wasn't until they started getting into my car, the chipmunks, and I think it's always been chipmunks, and destroying things. When we had old cars, we never had that problem. And it's because the engines are more open. You don't need these fan motors to, push the air. Just driving, the air coming in through the vents was enough. So you didn't have that part of the problem. Now, I don't know why they wouldn't store nuts in different places, but evidently they like places that have these filters in them. Is my garage enclosed with a door? It has a big garage door and it also has a man door. Yes. But they can get in. They can, how your garage door on the bottom, it usually it fits down pretty tight against the driveway, but against the, garage door place, the garage floor. But there's a little rubber part that goes across there. They just chew their way in. Or they could go up and get in through the overhang. Believe me, you cannot keep mice or chipmunks or anything little like that out of places. If they want to get in, they get in. And sometimes my garage door is open half the day. It's not always closed because I have to give the chicken coop, my chicken coop's in there. I have to give it some ventilation. So it's like trying to keep mice out of a century home. You can't do that. Doesn't they get in. You can't there's no way to keep them out. But since that plug-in thing, uh, that Ridex plug-in thing, it has worked in this house as far as keeping the mice at bay. Now there's mice come every once in a while because the cat has caught a couple, but not like there used to be. There used to, I used to see a mouse every few days, and the cat would be chasing the mouse, or I'd see, droppings in the basement. But I don't see that anymore. So I know this Ridex thing works pretty well. And so that's what's plugged in inside the garage now, too. So I'm hoping that helps. Yeah, it's fun living in the country. I had a cat. My cat, her name was Angel. I had two cats, two barn cats we brought home. One was, her name was Angel, and she was the mother of a smaller cat named Pepsi. They're gone now. They got old and died. But the mother cat, Angel, she was more feral, but she came in the house, but she was my hunter. She was a great hunting cat. And so was Pepsi. But this cat that I have now, she just recently has started hunting. And, it's since she's lost weight, since she's been on insulin and she's lost weight because she was almost 20 pounds for a while. I do. I need an old car. But I have almost 2 more years to go on this lease. And if you turn a car in early, you have to pay a bunch of money. Of course, I'm paying money now. So yeah, I need somebody to find me a good old car. She's starving. Yeah, she thinks she's starving. She's at a really good weight right now. I haven't gotten her tested yet because the appointment was when we had that horribly cold weather and I canceled it. But I have to take her in and get tested and see how she's doing. She's still really hungry, so I think she'll probably up her insulin a little more. We're not at a level yet, 11 in the chat. Hi, everyone. Tell me who you are and where you're from if you're not, one of my regulars. 12. Well, I'm going to, one of you suggested that I get you mixed up, the R people. Riri, Renee, yeah. It might have been Diane. I'm not, or Debbie. Debbie and Diane. That's 2 D people. Oh, Brylan came. You had a haircut. I'm getting my haircut Monday. And BH is here. Hi. Yes, I know you're from California. You're on my list. Now, see, I was starting to say something. What was I starting to say? That quick it went out of my mind. You know, if you read all the signs of dementia, I have like every one of them. Brylan, Bumblebee lost her little hound, her dog, her beagle. Renee feeds her cat tuna, the regular tuna in the can. I'll have to read. I have lots of tuna. I have to read on that and see how much is it. Uh, See how much if it has more protein than the high protein cat food. She eats Fancy Feast and she eats a lot of salmon and lots of fish. But maybe the tuna has even more protein. Uh, yeah, regular tuna. Oh, I'm sure she'd love it. Very high in protein. Okay. It has to be over 10%. It probably is. I don't think 10 is that high actually. B B is 65. There's somebody else 65 on here. And I've always been great at remembering names, but lately they've been slipping away not long after I learned them. Not good. I know. Right. Sometimes I'll do something and within a few minutes I forget if I did it or not. And that is that is not a good sign. I have all those bad signs. So please forgive me if I don't show up one day or show up at the wrong time. Uh, it's just that yeah, I think it's with me. I think I was a lot more active before. I've never been, I'm an introvert. I mean, have never been an extrovert. I've never had a lot of friends. Well, you guys are the most friends I've ever had. But I mean, in real, uh, not real life, but people that actually come here in person. Now, Bumblebee's been here. But Judy is the only one I ever see, and that's once in a while. Now she's moving and she won't be close anymore, and I probably won't see her anymore. You know, I know the girl that cuts my hair. She's been cutting my hair for 30 years, but I only see her every 6 weeks. I'm talking about friends, good friends. I never had that. I never was that type of a person. So once I stopped working and I became more of a loner, and then after my husband died, because he was very social, he had a zillion friends. His friends were my friends until he died. And then there were only a couple that I ever heard from again. So they were Jack's friends. Tuna has 33 grams of protein. So that's definitely better. Now I don't know how that it's printed on differently because it's not the percent. I wonder what, well, 33, that would be a third. That would be 30. No, that's not right. 33 grams. They're telling you differently than on the cat food. The cat food tells you by percentage. So I don't know how you'd compare that. You talk to people on the phone. I don't have anybody. I talk to my sister and my son and my daughter. That doesn't count as friends. It's family. And I would talk to Judy rarely. High protein, less sugar is good for people, so it would have to be in for animals too. Yeah. Well, I'll definitely try it. You can still get tuna pretty, at a pretty good price. And I have lots of tuna in my so-called prepper pantry, my tiny little prepper pantry. Tuna and canned chicken, and a couple cans of Spam. Because I don't hate Spam. I sort of like it because I remember it growing up. B, you're very socially isolated, but I wish I had friends locally. I miss that so much. I miss hugs. No family either. Oh, yeah, I know. It's hard, especially when you start to get older. You're young, B. Uh, yeah, I was still going strong at 65. I don't remember having all this uh, memory problems at 65. That really, when I turned 80, I started noticing a difference then. It was probably in my 70s too, but I definitely, when I reached 80, yeah, I'm not crazy about the 80s. B's from California. Whereabouts in California? I hope you're not in the fire zones. Your mom, Bumblebee says her mom has lots of friends through home extension and the red hats. And red hats. We, the red hats, we used to see them when we'd go out to a restaurant once in a while. I'm sorry. You like Spam too. You try to believe you're back in your youth, in your senior year, in your senior year. Yeah, my mother fixed it. And in the oven, she'd put the whole can of Spam. She'd take it out of the can, put it on in a plate that could go in the oven or pan, and she'd score the top and put brown sugar on it. And it would come out and it would be heated up because it's already cooked. Heated up and it would be like this sugary, like honey, sugary topping on the top. And that would be our meat for 4 people back in the 40s. I talked about that in my videos about, living back in those times. Then I forget what she'd fix with it, but, we'd have potatoes and stuff with it, but Renee says, "I just saw a lady on YouTube who is 82 and looking great." Oh, she's a rancher from oh, I thought you were talking about me for a minute. She is a rancher from Canada and is a carnivore and only eats meat. See, I was sort of heading in the other direction for a long time. I didn't eat red meat for years. I only ate fish and chicken. But in this past year, I've sort of started working like hamburger, and it's gotten so expensive now to buy actual, meat other than hamburger back into my diet. uh, yeah, I feel really bad, Bumblebee, because I was just looking over my puzzle. I told you it also had a beagle on there. Now, when I put the beagle together, when I get to that part of the puzzle, I'll think of your little honey. Yeah. Oh dear. So, Bumblebee, are you and Mr. Bumblebee just by yourself now? You have one son at home, right? That's living at home? Yeah. Because I've already thought of course, oh, there she is back there. She's in her bed now. I've already thought of another dog because I looked up her papers when I adopted her from the rescue, and I've had her more than 5 years already, 6 years, like, and she was like 5 or 6 when I got her, so she could be 12 years old. Yes, and one passing through. Yeah. Well, and I was looking at what little dogs that I can't get a big dog again. She's not big, she's little for me. I've always had much bigger dogs. But I don't know. I don't like dogs that bark a lot. It just seems every little dog that I've ever known has been just bark, bark, barked. You know what dogs I think are so cute on that you see on YouTube once in a while? They make the dogs talk, their little mouth work. Are are these little dachshunds? She has a real high little voice. Have you ever seen that? Yeah. Penny's a great dog. 15 in the chat. Hi, everyone. Uh, there's a lot of kinds of little dogs. The only kind that I would never get is anything with a smashed face. because they have a lot of breathing problems. Now a beagle, that would be fun to have a beagle. I could go back to having a cocker spaniel. That's what I had when I was growing up. My mother and father they always had cocker spaniels. You've seen lots of funny husky videos. Yeah. You have a little yippy Yorkie named Peach. Laura. Hi, Laura. My sister's granddaughter has a little Yorkie, a tiny one. I couldn't believe how tiny it is. It's like this big. Yeah. Uh, but then she got married and she lives in an apartment. Well, I think they bought a house now. And her mother, which lives a few doors from my sister's daughter, now has the Yorkie. And she also has a golden. So she has a big golden and a teensy Yorkie. Yes. Hi, Lori. Welcome. This is Thursday. We just talk about this and that. I'm basically old, fighting off dementia that we've decided we all have here, and reselling on eBay and Poshmark and trying to do YouTube videos. Australian Shepherds are great dogs. Yes, but I know a lot of people with Aussies. They need lots of exercises, lots of going on walks. Yeah, that's too much for me. I need a house dog. Brylan's had okay sales this week, speaking of reselling. Yeah, my sales this week are down from last week. I'm not getting many. It seems like this is what it seems like to me on eBay. They pick people and they give them all the sales, for this week, and then next week they pick somebody else, and you're just left stranded with 3 or 4 sales. That's how it's been, you know. Brylan, every day I watch what you sell, and it's so much fun. You sell such a category of things. I never know what it's going to be when it comes up there. Yeah, that's how it seems. I know. It's strange. And then when I do get sales, they come in like all in 1 hour, like between sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it'll have like between 6 and 8 at night, like 3 will come in. What is with that? Should be more jewelry, as that's all I've been listing lately. Yes, yeah, but you've had some other things like health and beauty type things also. Hats, I've seen hats on there. It's a quick and easy. Everyone has been sick, and hubby with a surgery, so I don't have much time. eBay time. Yeah. You get all yours at night from California. Maybe that's why they come in at night. I get a lot of California sales too. You sell off parts of your Ipsy subscription that you don't use. Yeah. Yeah, but it's fun watching what you sell. Uh, but somebody was talking about this few. I got all those running shorts. I learned today that you can't put the word panties on with your. You can't say that they have the panties underneath because you can't list it then because you're not allowed to list underwear. I mean, not new. These are these are pre-owned. You're not allowed to say undies or yeah, panties. So I looked at the other listings, they just don't mention it at all because they're not really shorts because there are kinds of short shorts that have regular shorts underneath and these are not that. So I guess you just don't mention it at all. Laurie, I just retired from teaching on the 1st. Early retirement because I grew tired of student behaviors. I bet I could have never been a teacher. You've been reselling on Poshmark for a few years. Ah, Bumblebee's a Poshmark seller. I sell on eBay and Poshmark, but I sold on eBay much longer. I started on Poshmark with a lot of Bumblebee's coaching a couple of years ago. Yeah, I hope you do really good at it. Can you call it a liner? I don't know. I'll try that because I have a bunch of them to do. Somebody said I should list them separately and not batch them together. So that's what I'm going to do for now. And I'm going to put them on at a price that because I know I run sales. So that first price I put them on, it may seem like if I put them on for $16.99, the reason I'm putting them on at that price is because I always have sales and I forget about that. And then you know, then pretty soon they're $9 and I want, you know, so I'm trying to adjust my pricing. I don't know. I'll do it. I'll put it on as a liner. It'll tell me if I can't do it or not. Most running shorts are made like that so people will know. Yeah, you'd think so. I mean, they're tiny little shorts. I don't think it'll be a problem, just not to mention it. You could say with liner. Mm. I know these all came in at once. They all have the same tag on, the same color of Goodwill tag. So they all came in at once. Or maybe they just pulled them all at once. I don't know, but they're all in the same really good condition. I'm thinking they were probably somebody's, one person's. Whole bunch of them. They're all the same. I mean, size. Yeah. Well, it's after 8, which is when I have to give my cat her insulin. So I'm going to have to scram here and go feed my little cat. And so I won't give up on on her little bed. I'll just leave it there. See how long it'll take her. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bumblebee. This makes me really sad. Everybody have a good night. And Laura Peck, you come back. You're a teacher also. Uh, oh, Renee, yeah. Yes, when I retired from nursing, I felt like it was, yeah, we needed, my sister and I retired. We kept saying, we're happy nurses now. We're retired. So you're a happy teacher. Uh, but tell Mr. Bumblebee I'm sorry too. And I will be back on here Sunday. Hopefully, I will have sold something by then. I've only had, I bet there's only four or five sales so far. Plus, my label maker is going crazy at times. It just spits out, it won't stop spitting out labels. So I have to put a whole new roll in. That's the only way to stop it. I don't know what the problem is with this thing. It just acts nuts once in a while. Yeah. You want to be a happy teacher, Renee. Yeah. Someday, Renee. All right. I will see you guys on Sunday at 4:00. Everybody have a great night. Be blessed. And stay warm. I'll see you then. Bye.